Hello and welcome back to Stranded Deep, welcome back to Pacific Paradise, and welcome back to this island we find ourselves on. Last time we started to build a house for Advice Shark because, well, we have a shark and he gives us advice. Some of it's esoteric, some of it's nonsensical, but he does need a house. And it's also worth mentioning we are on the PC version, the game, Steam version, the game, which means we are also running a bunch of mods. All the rocks and trees ahead of us are 3D objects and not 2D sprites, which they would normally be, courtesy of the LOD Fix mod. Also, we are running things like Cat's Items, which gives us the flippers, which allows us to swim faster underwater. And we have a bunch of other mods as well. If you want to know what they are down in the comments section as a pinned post. And all the links and everything necessary to get your game looking like this game, well, they're all down there. Also, we are running a custom island. This is Dizzy's Return. It's available on the Steam Workshop. But how do I get to the Steam Workshop? Excellent question, because they never fully implemented it. You get to the Steam Workshop by going to the Stranded Deep store page, looking at the links on the right-hand side, looking all the way to the bottom, and there'll be one that says Steam Workshop. For some reason, if you have the game and you go on to Steam's the page for the game in your library, there's no link to the Steam Workshop. I don't know, it's a bit of a weird one. So yeah, store page, look for the workshop link on the right hand side near the bottom. It's also worth noting that this is a playthrough and not a walkthrough, which is why it's 800 episodes. There's a shark? He's very orange, very chitinous to be a shark. There's a crab ahead of us. He's respawned, and I'm just like, do we gotta kill him? Is he looking at me funny? Is he looking at me as if he wants to nibble my toes? Oh, yep, nope, that is definitely a thing that's going on. Alright, well, you're getting a bit weird, mate. I'm just gonna hit you in the head with an axe until you stop being a problem. Or, you can get stuck. I have a head torch. Yeah, he is very stuck. Alright, I'm gonna leave him alone. I'm going to leave him alone because we do need to eat and drink, and I don't want to actually kill him. Really? I mean, time will take care of that. Yeah, we do need to eat, we do need to drink. We are still doing survival, which is good. Just grab that, grab that. I mean, we have 6 plants, which means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6 over here, which means we should be able to eat 2 bits of fruit every morning because they take 3 days to respawn, which is really, really good. Also, we're going to need a little bit of water. Delightful. Delightful, delightful. And then I think we just go back and look at what we started. Advice Shark. Not as good as the Great White of the Great White Bar and Grill. I mean, mwah. That is a face only a mother could love. There's a lot of teeth. Ooh, there's a lot of teeth. Do we need to eat any more? No, the fruit is keeping us going, so we don't need to eat week-old meat, which is fine. I'm gonna leave this lad here. I'm not gonna listen to. He keeps talking about weird stuff. Some weird stuff. So let's go back and have a look because we've been using a mod to build up on one of the rock spires. And it was proving to be a bit of a problem, and you can tell that it was proving to be a bit of a problem. There were 2 things, 2 tells. First of all, there was a lot of little cuts and edits, because I got partway through the build and I was just like, this ain't working. I can't stop, but this ain't working. There's a bit of a problem here. So we are back to where we were at the end of the last episode. We have 3 tile floors, and we also have the support coming out from the rock wall. But wait, there is something slightly different. Yes, I ended up just demolishing the whole thing in between episodes, putting a foundation down here, and then putting a floor, and then another floor. And there's a reason for that. Let's go up here. 147 days survived. Let's go all the way to the top and have a little look, because we're a little bit lower in the world, not by much, maybe half a meter, a foot and a bit. What's an American measurement? 1,000th of a football field, something like that. But yeah. And the reason for that was we were having problems building walls and things on there. So if I take the wood containers and throw them down, boop, boop, there we go, and have a little look, grab a couple of bits of stone, or actually get out the hammer, and then we can build a wall. So brick half wall. This wasn't happening. We weren't able to lock in the walls, and every time we did manage to lock something in and we left clicked, it wouldn't build. It would just get stuck. So we had to press U because we're using the no collision mod to build, and the no collision mod is great, but without a foundation, a building doesn't exist within the game. So the game needs you to start with a foundation. And then you can build a bunch of floors, you can build a bunch of walls, you can delete the foundation. You can build a floor offshore, not all the way far away from your island, because when you save and exit, basically anything too far away will be deleted. But you can build quite a way out over deep water, and what will end up happening is if you delete everything except for that last square, it will still count as a building because you started with a foundation. If you don't start with a foundation, which is what we did, we just pressed F1, enabled build anywhere, and we just put a floor down. This floor now will not be a building, which is why we had to then put another floor next to it, and we were essentially just manually assembling something without the ability to snap it all together. So I'm going to disable build anywhere, which is the no collision mod if you're keeping up at home. And yeah, so we now have a wall, we now have it snapped, all this is nice and level. This is good, this is brilliant. Right, so what I'm also going to do is probably put another wall here. We're going to do a brick half wall, and I'm going to hammer that in. Then I'm going to go get some sticks. I'm going to need some sticks because I want that greenery. So we haven't lost any time, which is kind of nice. Also, if you can see down there, you'll notice that the coral and everything just kind of stops where that headland is, and then there's no coral over there. Yeah, there is a certain draw distance for certain items. For the coral, it's not too bad, actually. Let's drop down here. Sploosh. Yep, not too bad. But yeah, being high up, you can see with the game's just like, I don't think we need to carry on rendering this anymore. I beg to differ. Oh, that's beautiful though. This island is actually rather nice. Excellent. Good. Grab some sticks and carry on building because I got a need for more building. You thought it was gonna be Need for Speed, no? The Top Gun reference. No. Not this late in the afternoon. Why are you talking like that? Well, actually, I do know. It's suddenly got a bit warm in the UK. We're up to 25 degrees Celsius, and I do not know what temperature this room is at. But I can tell you, it's pretty warm in here because I've had to turn the fan off, and British houses do not have air conditioning. Over here. So there's a couple of other things that's happened between episodes, and one of which I'm hoping you may or may not have already noticed. I may have sorted out one of the very, very old bugs that I've been having with recording, and that is the occasional stuttering outside of the game. What? Oh, yeah, hopefully everything's a bit smoother. I don't know if it is or not, because I haven't checked the recording, but hopefully everything's a little bit smoother. And it was a weird little bug. As I grab that and just smash the left mouse button to grab a ton of wood. Yeah, so there turns out to be a little bit of a bug. I was recording Bramble, the Mountain King, and I was doing the final episode, and I noticed the stuttering in that game as well, and I was like, wait a minute. There's still going to be stuttering when stuff loads in. There's going to be stuff where, stuttering where things are occluded or things are cold. But, turns out that there's a bug within Windows itself, and the OBS, Open Broadcast Software, doesn't like. And I'm like, oh. The short story is that even though your monitor may say that it's, or Windows might say that it's running at 60 hertz or 120 hertz or 144 hertz, it's actually running at 59.95. What? Or 119.95. Yeah, that last hertz doesn't actually get discovered or rendered by OBS. And so you only ever get 59 frames a second, which causes a bit of a stutter. So I might do a video about that at the weekend, how to fix it, because it's fixable on NVIDIA cards, put it that way. Right, we're gonna need some more floors. I keep hitting this button like the like button. Gasp! Are you a YouTuber? No, I'm really not. I just do this for the funds. Oh no, we're out of bricks. I suppose we did use quite a few bricks. All right. But I was just No, I want that to be brick. Okay, let's go and get some more bricks. The nice thing is we can just flop down there. It's not a difficult thing. Quickly to the Crystal Dome. Oh, what is the Crystal Dome? I've never heard of this. It was a British TV. It was a British game show actually, called The Crystal Maze. Originally, it was presented by Ed Tudor Pole, and then it was Richard O'Brien who took over. And then they did a like a one-off with Richard O'Idy. Right. We need brick. We need brick. And we're not going to go swimming in the ocean for it. We're just going to chip it off the house. Because the PC version has a bug, which means you can just generate bricks as long as you've got the roof corner section. It's bugged and they probably will never fix it, which is fun. I'm happy with this. But wait, there's more. Yeah, no. Okay, so in between episodes, there was a comment on another video sort of down in the 600s, like 600 and something. And somebody was like, how have you managed to build a giant house? It was one of our giant houses on stilts made of wood planks. And they did the strokey chin emoji. I was like, there's not that much wood in the whole of Stranded Deep. There's not that much wood in the whole of Nottingham Forest. And I'm like, where's the PC version of the game, mate? We've got 46 island tiles. 50 island tiles. Oh, we're doing Battle with the Sun. No, that's fine. Yeah, we got 50 island tiles, 46 islands, 3 boss monsters, and 1 endgame aircraft carrier. Which means you end up with more wood than you can possibly shake a stick at. Unintended. And on top of that, you end up with more containers that you can shake a stick at. So what ends up happening is you just throw all the stuff in the sea and break the containers down. Really? Yeah. The containers are worth quite a bit of wood as well. Quite many planks. But now that we've got Cat's Farmable Palms, we can just grow trees. Grow them. Right, cool. So we'll do this. Here's a tip. If you are building with triangle pieces and you think, oh, I'm just going to start over here and build inwards, don't do that. Build like a 3D printer or just a regular dot matrix printer. Start from one side, make some weird noises, and then end up at the other side, because sometimes when you're trying to put pieces together, they don't fit, and then you get sad, and you don't want to be sad. I think we can do better than this. This is fine, but we're trying to put a vice shark up here, and a vice shark's kind of big. Kind of annoying, kind of big. This might be alright. So if we try and put a roof... your brain. I can hear your brain working. Yeah. 1506. So we're not doing Battle with the Sun. Let's just check our roof sections. Roof wedge. Now this will work. Yeah, we could put a sloped roof on here, I think. I think. Let's try that. So we'll just use these as scaffolding, essentially. Or not, because we need some more wood pieces. Wood sticks are great for just use them as scaffolding. Roof wedge, and then boop-a-doop-boo, roof middle. Oh. Yeah, that's not going to work. You can see why. Right, yeah, so if we wanted a roof on here, that's not going to work at all well. Because these pieces here are, in fact, going to cause that to get blocked. Yeah, right. Okay, so this is the importance of trying to pre-block everything. Let's chip this out real quick. 1, 2, 1, 2. You can go as well. Goodbye. Oh, goodbye. Right, so we only need 4, 8, 12. Okay, let's grab these. Or not. Or we can just make some farting noises. That's also a consideration. We're going to need a plank floor, which is not giving us that option. Right. Plank floor can go there. Then we can craft a brick floor there and a brick floor here. Let's get the orientation correct. Unfortunately, we can't see the way the little arrows are going underneath. That's just kind of a thing. Right. So we're just going to make a little house, I think. I do kind of want to use the build anywhere. Is that double tap? I do kind of want to use the no collision mod to build up here, but not in the way you would think. So let's get this tapped in. Yeah, I think underneath is probably going to be a little bit of a mess. But that's all right. Okay, cool. Right. And now we can do this. You. And you. Right, good, excellent. You know what? No, I don't think I'm going to build that in. I like the look. I like this look. I mean, it's dangerous because if you try and walk off there, you will break your ankles. Okay, yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine. So I'm going to leave all this here. We are probably going to put in some extra bits of walls, so we're going to need some sticky sticks anyway. The way we're going to do this, merde. The way we're going to do this is we're going to take the wood half wall, put you. I want that there, but I don't want a big woody upright. So I'm going to need to put you there. Then I'm going to need to put you there. Then I'm going to hit you with an axe. Done. Right. Cool. Excellent. This is why people come to this channel. They're just like, I like to see a boy struggle hitting stuff with a big old mallet. Yeah, well, good. That's what you paid for. I didn't pay for anything. Exactly. Right. More wood. Yeah, we got plenty of wood. What we don't have is plenty of daylight. So that's going to be an issue in moments. But let's get this sorted. Right, let's get you out. 1, 2... Can I get both sticks? No. No. It will not give me both of the sticks. I feel that I have been cheated for sticks. Right. What is the time of day? It is 17:42. So we should probably head back to the house. I am not swimming in the water. That is dark water, deep dark water. I can get in the bin. Why are you so afraid of the sea? I mean, I live next to the sea. I can literally stop the recording now and walk down to the ocean. It's not that far away. It would take me all of... Actually, I don't know how long it would take. In my mind, it's always like 10 minutes, but I think it's a little longer than that. But yeah, no, the ocean's not that far away. Let's go and have a little... Take your shoes and socks off and go for a little dip in the salt water. Good for your skin. Assuming it's not all eaten off by a shark. No, we're okay until the morning. We're fine until the morning, so we might just go and have a little sleep. So we will save, And then we sleep. And we wake up. What time of day is it? 7 o'clock. My gosh, I've overslept. These plants are surprisingly, the water is not going down. I'm sure it will, but I think when we're on the island, the water goes down a lot slower than if we are out traveling. It's a strange one. We're also very hungry. So let's grab ourselves some quawa. Nom 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 nom, and some kura. Nom 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 nom. Right, good. Good. That's tippity-topped that up. I'm going to get house water. I'm getting water from inside the house. Well, how do you get that? Well, the Build Anywhere mod, the no collision mod. Yeah, there you go. That's everything you've ever needed to know. Everything you have ever needed to know. Good. Oh, this is terrifying. Imagine sitting on this chair and you're just like, honk shoe, and you just like loll your head to one side and just having a dream, and you wake up and it's like, I would probably back away very slowly whilst farting very loudly as a defense mechanism. I don't see a problem with that because there isn't one. Good. Excellent. I think we are. Well, I mean, we're making progress, but we're making slow progress. The reason, like, if you weren't here for the last episode, the reason we put the buildings far away, is that it makes us explore our island. Otherwise, we would not explore the island that we live on. That's actually not too bad. It's not too bad from underneath. I thought it was going to look worse than it is, but it's not. Let's police up some of this stuff that has fallen. I've fallen and I can't get up. Right, that's good. There's nothing else here, I don't think. Nope, everything's looking fine. Everything is fine. So let's hibbity hop up here. And run over here. Okay, good. That's looking pretty sweet. This is actually looking pretty sweet. You said pretty sweet and then it's looking pretty sweet again. I know. I'm okay. Right. We are going to need to do something with this. I'd like to put a roof on it. But at the same time, have this sort of outdoors. So I don't quite know if we really want a sloped roof. Maybe we do. Maybe we don't. Maybe. I'm thinking maybe we put like a little tower on here. It'll be a curious. It's going to be a curious building anyway. Yeah, we could do that. I just like adding towers to everything. Okay. Yeah, let's get rid of you. You can come down first. 1 and 2. And that's why we use sticks, because we can just clear everything up. Let's get rid of some of you. Good. Check our axe. 28% durability. Check the hammer. 16% durability. We are about to lose the hammer. Okay. I think what I would like is a nice picture of the Queen. Yeah, so we could just have a flat roof on this. That wouldn't be too bad. How many planks do we have? 2, 3. So we could do a plank roof on the top. That would be okay. I think that probably is a good idea. So let's do that. We are going to need to go and refresh this hammer though. That's the only thing. Alright, we can do that. And there's a lot of running backwards and forwards, but why not? So we can do that. And then check the hammer. 16% durability. Not an issue. No, give me the... Why you gotta be like this? Why you gotta be like this? And floor. Alright. Yeah, I think that's that. So 16% durability, 15.5, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Oh, 7%. This is going to be 6, right? Alright, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1% durability. Okay, yeah, we got to sort this out. Like I said, a lot of to and fro. Sploosh. I'm so glad that that is deep enough to stop us from actually smashing our ankles. We're definitely going to need to put something on top, though. We can't just have a big old flat roof like that. We definitely need to put like a tower or something up there. Really? Yeah, trust me. Speaking of trusting me, we're going to need to fix this hammer. I don't know if we got any metal lying around in order to fix it, or we just grab another hammer. That... Sploosh. That is the real question. Nope. No, oh yeah, bit of metal. There we go. There we go. Well, we could have used metal on the roof, but I don't think we got that much kicking around. Okay, so as part of Cat's items, we can take our hammer, which has 1% durability, take a bit of corrugated scrap, and dump all of this stuff out because it's annoyingly stopping us from doing what we needed to do. Okay. Alright, it's going to be under mods, right? It's the mods... Modded, there we go, modded. Scroll all the way down. Repair, refined, hammer. One hammer, one bit of metal, one furnace. Done. 100% durability. Thank you. And put that on our tool belt. Good. Excellent. Pick up all the crap that we left on the floor. Pick up all our toys. Put them back in the toy box. That used to be the mantra when we were kids. Mum was always like, if you finish playing with your toys, put them back in the toy box. But there were 4 kids, so, you know, there's a lot of toys. A lot of toys. Alright, let's see if this house is looking any good. Because there's no point in having a house if it looks like complete ass. Yeah, I think we're definitely going to need to do something about that. And immediately our stamina runs out. And there's a contrail up there. Oh, it's coming towards us. Excellent. It's a shame they never did anything about that. What? So here's the thing. Let's grab you, and so we can do a little zoom. There's an aeroplane up there. It's flying overhead. It's got contrails. So what? We got a couple of engines on the wings. Yeah, that thing is just... Has the weather changed? Yeah, it's raining. So that thing is flying overhead, but you can't interact with it in any way. It's a shame. You can just not launch like a... Because there's a flare gun in game. Oh no! Again? No! 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 My getaway sticks. Cheap lashing. Cheap lashing. Okay. Alright. Alright. We need to go to medical. Consumables. What's the next one? Splint. Put it in the backpack. I think I broke something. Yeah, this leg is never going to get better. Who decided to build this up here anyway? This is ridiculous. Also, okay. There we go. Also, this is just rain and not... Yeah, I'm not sure I like the flat roof, you know? I'm not sure I like the flat roof. I'm going to have to think about this. But this area, the floor is looking good. I think this works quite well. We've done this before with metal. I think this is fine. If we need the extra space, we can always just build this in and then put a wall here and then put a regular roof on top. I think that might be a good idea. That might be an option as well. So we just finish building this, put a wall along here with an open door, and then slap a roof on top. So we could put ceramic here, ceramic wall here. That would work quite well. Yeah. I'm gonna think about this. I'm gonna carry on working on it, I think. Hippity hoppity. So we have, and we still have the support that's sort of tucked into the rock, which is actually just a bit of roof, which is nice. It's nice. Oh my god, are we still crouched? We are. Okay. Wait. Why is Box back? Didn't we get rid of you? I thought I knocked you into the ocean. Okay, good. Well, it's a slightly gloomy and grey day. But I think we're going to think about this. I think what I'm probably going to end up doing is, yeah, taking these floors out, putting a traditional roof on, putting a wall along here, and then Shark can live in here. Out here, though, we got to do some extra stuff. We got to do some extra stuff. So a bit of running backwards and forwards, but I think the basic shape of this house, which is in an awkward position of itself, is looking pretty good. I'm going to leave it there just as the rain stops. Oh, the rain has stopped, but the sprites are still falling from the sky. I'm going to leave it there just as the rain stops. So if you like these videos, definitely leave a little like. Leave a subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. If you want notifications, dingle the bingle. If you don't want notifications, don't click the bell, and I'll tell you what, I'll catch you next time. Oh, bum. Okay, noted. You can't fall off the side.